Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi, and you're watching my blind playthrough of Pokémon Legends Z-A for Nintendo Switch 2. In the last video, what else could I say other than that this game threw a lot of side quest status. It seems like almost every new game nowadays has side quests. But we mainly took the time to train up our team. We kind of changed up stuff. We're no longer grinding Pokemon just to evolve them. We now have a main team together. The main ones we got were Ivysaur, and we got a Pikachu as well, which is my favorite Pokemon. I wanted to add that at some point. I just never got a chance to do it until now. Let's keep buffing them up because they need to much experience as possible. In fact, at the start of each video from now on, I should try not only use my candies on my weaker Pokemon, I should try to use other stuff too. Okay, much faster. Rare candies we're saving for the end of the game, of course. HP stat for Gyarados. 15 we give to Nate. These are our only ways to get extra defense and stuff on our Pokemon. And soon we'll have to get our other characters some stats, so once I start running out to give them, we'll just give the thing that they would normally get to other Pokemon instead. And yes, we need someone to get the defense, but we have no idea what to do, except that's why we're giving it to Ivysaur. I think Pikachu almost has max speed now. So we're using these because this game really relies on you having stats built into your Pokemon evenly. I could use actually some special attack on Pignite, or maybe a little bit of HP, I don't know. Maybe he'll get HP next. We're obviously also waiting on a Thunderstone to evolve Pikachu. I did say we're not Ash, so we're obviously going to evolve our Pikachu this time. Alright. So, the main reason why we're here, though, is we still need to talk to other people and get to stuff, and now we can probably go to the main storyline. Please allow me to introduce myself once again. As I mentioned upon this first meeting, I'm Vinny. I serve as secretary to the CEO of Quetzalcoatl Inc., and now I must indulge in a little story time. Our organization detected a certain energy that we've been on the lookout for. We've headed to the source of the energy at once. However, by the time we arrived at site, it appears someone had resolved the matter for us. Allow me to be direct in my inquiry. You know that episode that underwent Rogue Megation? Well, it's with me now. That's the truth of it, right? Because I... Superbly done. Where's this going, Vinny? CEO Quetzalcoatl Inc. has been tasked with carrying out the city's redevelopment. I'm aware that these cases of rogue mega evolution could have our goals. As a result, we've been quietly working in the background to try and take care of any incidents. Yet these incidents have only increased, and our teams are struggling to respond to them all. If you take care of that episode, now you're interested in him? Superbly deduced, that is exactly right. You're truly a Pokemon trainer worthy of the mega reign that AZ entrusted to you. Now, as I was saying, we have to consider creative solutions to our internal resources for this task. The idea was floating around that perhaps you can ask the strong Pokemon trainers in Luminose for their aid. That's how the Z-A Royal came to be. We have provided highly ranked participants with the Mega Reigns, partly at the behest of AZ. As it occurred to us, we must locate the strongest Mega Evolution user in the city. Trying to get into the upper ranks myself, hoping that Kyle would loop me in about cases of rogue Mega Evolution if I did. She and I are still just rank V, which brings us to the main reason I summoned you here. One moment. I taking care of the preparations. It should appear on your end momentarily. This is a promotional match announcement for trainer Nishi. Your next promotional match has been decided. It's trainer Vinny. The player wins will be specially promoted to rank F. What? Okay. Wait, it looks like both of us are having our next promotional match against Vinny. Yoshi and I have already received a Mega Vein. We had the chance to evaluate his finesse for Mega Evolution instance on his own. And so as the leader of TMZ, Tawny, it would be more efficient if you could also receive direct updates for our team going forward. I want to protect the people and Pokemon of Luminose, and that means helping out our Pokemon undergoing Rogue Mega Evolution. Looks like we'll need ourselves some Challenger tickets, Kiliyoshi. Can't believe it. We're already facing Vinny. Isn't this a bit much for us right now? I did not expect to go right into him. His battle immediately after that. Yep, I have a Challenger ticket. Securing volunteers who will willingly take on Rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon is in the best interest of Crystal, of course, but I cannot allow a trainer to face the dangers of this task if they might lack the necessary skill. One of AZ's personal acquaintances. If you believe you're ready, please prove it to me in battle. You should also know I have the skill to defeat Rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon. Of course, I need to take you on because we need to use our Mega Evolved Pokemon to beat you anyway, right? Here we go. Let us begin. Anyway, I'll do my best. I'm sure you won't mind if we have a bit of fun as well. This is a Pokemon battle after all. So this is how we skip the trick. I knew the game was gonna do something weird. So we have the potential to just skip and go straight to the highest rank. Because this guy is gonna give us a But that being said, we're probably still gonna have to hard. Okay. We need to start using our their weaknesses against them if we want to really do damage. Okay, we're just gonna go all damage here. Cool. Not bad, we're doing pretty good so far, actually. Alright, he just has his Mega Evolved Pokemon left, I think. Whatever that is. Okay. Okay, well I want to get the freebie switch. The only way to do that is to actually let whatever this Pokemon is die first. Not his, but of course, mine. But the one I have up right now. One thing we can do is try to lower their attack as much as we can. Okay, now we can use our own Mega Evolved Pokemon. Except, not, because we forgot. Oh, actually... Ooh. We don't even need a Mega Evolved Pokemon. We just beat it with Gyarados because we had Ice. Okay, that works. Formula, perhaps I put too great of a on my Baneri and only just joined my team. Okay. So really far. So now I could confidently say that doing that Rogue Mega Absol was no fluke. So we did get a special promotion. You too. Yes. Yeah. You are specially promoted to rank F. Wow, rank F. Congratulations, Yoshi. You need to shoot straight up the ranks too. Penny, please battle me in a promotional match. So this is how the game tricked us. You also obtained the necessary challenger's ticket, Tony? Very well, let's begin. Interesting. Oh, she is their own starter to help take care of that, I see. I know we could have used their starter bonus. Congratulations, Tony, and congratulate you both on your promotion to rank F. Do allow me to heal both of our teams before we continue on. Okay, that's good, because it looks like we might have to do more story and stuff. It's a TM for each of you. Consider having your Pokemon learn the move that it contains. Safeguard. Friend status conditions for a while. Now you've joined the upper ranks, we can speak frankly about your next steps. Please join me inside as soon as you're ready. Alright. We'll do that, actually. We need to do that anyway. Of course, Battle Zone automatically got deactivated because we already finished our challenge battle. As you might have guessed, the game just got crazied out. I didn't think we would get that far up to the ranks already. That's a big level increase too. Now it says level 60 or higher will visit our van, so now all of a sudden we need to start training more, but I want to see how far we can take the game for now. We really need to start grinding our Pokemon up. I did my best to train as much of them as I can, but even that is not always going to be enough. He's out of seat. It's the only way to train up fast now is with those battle zones, obviously, if we want to get our team up quickly. What a building. Of course, Silas got the Castabilis. I'm not surprised they got the Z-A Royale to catch on so quick. Gee. You value rank race, but I must confirm. Do you agree to lend us your aid to deal with the cases of rogue Mega Evolution when they arise? Yes, I'll take care of it. Such a problem. Only a handful of people are aware of the crisis that Luminose City now faces, we free. Well, of course, Inc. has provided high-rank trainers with Mega Rankings of our making. We're not divulged these sensitive truths to them. They must work in lockstep to resolve this current crisis without the people of the city committing to realize that they were ever in danger. They amazingly managed to keep it from them so far for 2 entire years. 2 years? What do you mean 2 years? 2 years ago is when it began for us. Realized that the city was in peril, so he approached Staccato Inc. with a proposal. Huh? Knowing of our urban redevelopment efforts. Luminose was crying out in pain. Can you even imagine? The terror of being on the receiving end from that towering giant of a man. It's clear that he was serious about the claims, so we began our own investigations into the matter. However, was the existence of a mysterious power with the potential to trigger rogue Mega Evolution in Luminose City. We've been calling it Mega Power. It's been included here in Luminose. That's something our efforts still haven't been able to answer. 6 months ago, this rogue Mega Evolution occurring for the first time. Did their utmost to pacify the poor folk altogether, yet AZ unfortunately vouched a constitution for lengthy battles with dressed up as little recourse. That's when I stepped in now. Wait, you were there? Seized place and Val's unsafe act. It took us all by surprise. Desperate to help him somehow. He's done so much for me with the hotel and all. I knew I had to thank him somehow. Plus it was Fuad and a right of Vin that really saved the day. She's very special. That's how your friend Tawny there found out about the threat to Luminose and what aspired to create this team, MZ as he called it. She put every effort into reaching the upper ranks in order to be in a better position to help us deal with these cases of rogue Mega Evolution. Now you've made it to those very ranks. Time, Yoshi, will be depending on your strength. Any? Who's that with you? I am present. These are the two young traders who've been working with AZ. See, lovely to meet you both. Return to my duties now that President Jet has arrived. Please excuse me. Now you know why it's so important for TNC to be strong. We should think about heading back to the hotel. Hey, may I have a moment? There's something I'd like to share with you both. Oh, this is where we get our Mega Shards. Finally. It took a while, but now this is where they come in handy. We at Quartz are gathering Mega Shards in order to further research on Mega Crystals while also keeping the city of Luminose pristine. If you bring Mega Shard shops, we'll happily exchange them for Mega Stones and more. How about it? Would you exchange your Mega Shards for items? Of course we need to. Look at all these ones. Manectric, Houndoom, oh, this is the one we could use. Gyarados. We have a Gyarados, so we can use Mega Evolution on him now too. That makes it easier. I really want to do anything other than just focusing on getting all the shed stones. I feel like that's what we should focus on. I was so on edge on meeting up in that fancy building. I feel like I just ran a marathon. We should go grab some food. I'll see you at Novo Cafe. That's the one right off Centrical Plaza, remember? Okay. Looks like we're locked into doing story stuff right now. So, yeah. We kind of saved all this lure dump for now, and now we're doing it all quickly so we can get our next challenger ticket. What now? Hey Naveen, might we eat for a few? Done eating actually. What I'd really like is to enjoy some post-meal alone time, but more important, are you sure you know what you're doing? What do you mean? Yoshi, if you keep running up your ranks in the Z-A or L, eventually you'll have to face the gamer prodigy, the streaming sensation, and the keyboard legions. To battle Canary? Who's Canary? Have you not heard of her? She's an electrifying singer who slings cutting commentary in her snarky yet affectionate tone. She's a bold, vibrant vision in her streetwear, and her gameplay so daring, so dynamic. She's not just a local Lumina star either. Her streams and skills are taking all of Kalos by storm. Plan on battling Canary, that Canary, the Canary? I mean, yeah, we won't reach rank A if we don't. You mustn't. Now, with Canary the nerf, the closest we fans could ever get to her is perhaps collecting a Canary flash in exchange for colorful screws. Proper for the likes of us to even enter his orbit. Sorry about Medine, he's a big-time Canary fan, but for some reason he's not a member of his fan club, Dynamo. They're calling all Dynamo because Electros, Canary's Pokemon, evolves from Dynamo. The A in their name, I guess, is a 4 to make it gamery, I guess. Of course, I'm not a member of Dino. If I join now, they think I'm just some common bagman, not the diehard fan I am. Fandom than being an official club anyway. To me, what matters is watching all of her content and learning all there is to know about her. Then, she designed amazing outfits that she could wear on her streams. That's the dream, at least. Is that part of the appeal, the fact that she just always wears her own regular clothes on stream? What do you know, anyway? Deny my humble dream to design an outfit for someone I so admire? Hold on a second. Vinny's calling. Detected high concentrations of mega power. So you found some already? Wow, Vinny, you do your job quick. Stood. Team MZ will figure out how to take care of this. Okay, talk to you later. They pinpointed some areas where Pokemon's likely to roam may evolve. Does that mean we'll have some kind of strategy meeting? That's right. Let's all head back to Hotel Z. That's red and yellow. We need an orange. Hey, babe. Seems like it takes a while to find that particular Ooh, it's raining. Maybe we should take the advantage to get a Starmie. We still haven't gotten a Staryu here. I'm not here to do our stuff. I'm trying to look for that Pokemon we need instead. Okay, this one's really strong already. It's also a Magikarp, so we could just catch it too. I got just one look at Alpha Pokemon and it turns even the tamest Pokemon into super strong guys. Thankfully that was just a Magikarp, so we could just opt to catch it instead. Alright. We haven't ever really seen the fainting thing be an issue, but again, all it really means is you can't always be battling wild Pokemon the same. You have to actually dodge their attacks or else you screwed. Alright. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm just kind of going around the water because I know that's usually where you is. Knowing my luck, it's probably a 1% plus chance to do stuff. Alright. That was close. You didn't even take any damage. Oh, I'm the only one who took damage from that, and it felt like a lot, actually. Yes, Alpha, by the way, Alpha Pokemon, I think they're the only way you get XP point stuff, so you're ready to get stuff, fast. If you can get stuff done fast, or whatever, because you can get... You might have noticed that, defeating Alpha sometimes give you XP items, too. So that's the only way we can find those out. You know our dining room? Guess what? It doubles as Team MZ's strategy meeting room. Give me a moment before you go in. No problem, what's up? You should do it. Thank you all for waiting. You can come in now. Hatsukado throwed their support behind Tani and Kuyoshi. Now it's time we start tackling the Mega Evolution problem in earnest. And we could use something like this. It's Team MZ's fight. Compete with our logo. Amazing. With sewing skills like that, you can see why everyone loves the means work, right? It looks really awesome. This is sort of my thing after all. Not to be a buzzkill or anything, but should we get a strategy meeting out? I was gonna say that, Vita. You beat me to it. Hereby called a strategy meeting to order. By the intel we got from Vinny, Rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon are probably going to appear in 3 locations. The first one is Amethyst Park in the Blue District. One's probably gonna be a Silvero. This second is Johnny Sector 3, where we could expect a camel ramp to be the problem. This is Magnesia Sector 9, where our target should be a Victory Bell. Notice anything, Naveen? No, nothing in particular. Come on, Naveen, nothing at all? And T-Vader, step it up and excite it for everyone if Navene's too distracted. Where the Sobo's supposed to go, Rogue is in the district, isn't far from the Stone Emporium on Vernal Abbey. See, if a Rogue Lucian Pokemon damage the Stone Emporium, we might not be able to stop there anymore. It's usually a valuable source of Megaphones. Yep, what Naveen said. We might want to stop the Storm Emporium to stop on Mega Stones too sometime soon, I bet. Those will all help us with the Rogue Mega Pokemon. What do you think, Yoshi? Do Pokemon usually like stones? How about that? That's your takeaway? Oh no. What's that? Is this the start of Canari's daily stream? Naveen, we're literally in the middle of a strategy meeting. Just watch the archive stream right here. Really don't understand. You can't savor being part of the chat when you're watching from the archive. You spoke like a true fan. I guess there's more to watching a stream than just sitting and looking. Don't let them sidetrack me up. We're having a strategy meeting. I think we should sit up and chat to a different Pokemon's location. Then Yoshi could circle around and lend some firepower at each spot. How come? Because he's a super talent trainer. We'd be better off with him fighting at our side. Let's try he's coming from, but that's a lot of pressure. Are you okay with that plan, Yoshi? Seems hard, but sure. You say so, then I guess. Make sure you pull your weight. Don't let Yoshi handle everything. Got it? No way. Now I reacted to something I said in chat. Well, that's amazing. No, wait, Naveen, we're still in the strategy video. Seriously, just watching the archive. We put over this. I could have had that moment in chat. Couldn't have had that moment in chat just now if I were watching it after the fact. Maybe you got a point. Okay, Naveen, we know what species of Pokemon we're after and what they'll be. We should all look into these Pokemon species that's supposed to Rogue Mega evolve. We have solid strategies to deal with them. Yes, I guess that makes sense. Since you have 3 targets, let's break it up into 3 missions. Number 1, pacify the Rogue Vega evolving Silvo and Amethyst Part in the Blue District. Tawny will head to that one first. 2, pacify the Rogue Vega of Havlaramp in Sector 3. That should be on the rooftop in Geo Sector 3. I'll help take point on this one. Then you'll be Magenta Sector 9, Rogue Mega Victory Bell. That's you, Naveen. Rogue Mega Evolution is painful for Pokemon. In the end, they might end up hurting. Whoever or whatever's around them. We gotta help everyone we can. Pokemon and people alike. That does it for our strategy menu. Should the rest of Canary stream together, Naveen? No, thank you. I prefer watching Canary streams on my own. Alright. That was a lot of storyline to go through, but we just got word that there are even more Rogue Mega Pokemon now. See, word for Vinny. So if you commit yourself to saving the Pokemon suffering from Rogue Mega Evolution, in that case, you should have this. Oh, we finally got our starter type Storm. Final evolution of Tepig you received is the Pokemon Embar. Embar is capable of Mega Evolution. If you give it that Embar item, I've noticed some smiling faces here at the hotel since you arrived, Yoshi. As you help bring people and Pokemon closer together, even if you don't realize it yourself. But listen well to me, Yoshi. Pokemon finding a way to live in a city will be the test that decides the future survival for us both. That's why we must protect this Pokemon and people to bring about a bright future for us all. Alright. At times you might have several missions that come available at once. You're free to take them on whichever you prefer. You can choose a mission for your guide list, then turn it on for guidance if you like help reaching your destination. Alright. You can see where they all are, too. Okay, we need either electric or a Nest type. But do we even have a Venusaurite? took the Venusaur so I could try and get it, but I don't think we have that yet. Yeah, we have everything but that, but we can technically still fight it. We'll just have to do it with exclusively Alvasol, but I also want Pignite around as a backup. So I think it's time to start grinding a bit more and even leveling up my Pokemon up. The only way to do that is to go into the much, much later wild zones. Like straight up 9, 10, and all that stuff we need to start actually going into. Okay. You know, if I want to get this done more efficiently, I should actually go in and get more Pokeballs. I know we've been holding off on sending money, but now it's so we can do this. Got that done. Could probably use some more Awakenings too. I'll get a few more Pokeballs. See, all of that thing really did was save us from having to buy Pokeballs in the store, which I guess is a little bit convenient, but otherwise is just as weighty as we would normally. Okay. But yeah, other than that, there's only one way we can grind. And that's to get as many Pokemon caught as possible, and evolve all our Pokemon. We should probably use our starter first to get him evolved faster. I got Pokeballs so I could have them for the others, if possible. Whoa. He jumped out at us. Well, that was quick. That was quick faking. We caught all of them in a matter of minutes. Alright. Catching these high-level Pokemon is the only way we could start getting more experience fast in this game. So, yeah. If you're wondering, yeah, we need to grind a bit more. But the only way to efficiently do that is to capture as many Pokemon as possible. For the alpha, we should probably just try to go slower and try to not have it set us if possible. Okay. We can see their level too. If they're too high, we can ignore them and send someone else. Okay. Whatever, we'll attack you instead. You don't have to always defeat them all the way. Just like in the original, we could try battling them normally. Okay. Good, we didn't have to deal with that particular alpha. Okay, see, look. Now we see a Staryu right here. Interrupted its move there by just attacking. Alright. Cool. We can go in the other way too to get other stuff collected as well. We can also run away from them if we choose to. We just we just kind of said nope, took a dive off the side before that thing spotted us. There's lots of different ways you can avoid Pokemon. Okay, I'm gonna go with completely different route. We still need to grind up to like 43 before we even consider getting that Pokemon down. There's an Buck, but there's also a regular Buck here. Annoyingly enough, we have to fight these slightly stronger Pokemon. There's not a really great strategy we could do otherwise. Did not want to get caught, I see. Now it's late in the game, we'll probably have to start doing more healing. Although we can also have to auto-heal. That's something I forgot to mention. You can just store health, or you could use R to auto-heal everyone. That's a thing you can do. They're still in a lot higher level than us, so we should probably try to just avoid having them see us if possible. We're just gonna try and grab the items and then leave. Oh yeah, we don't have a move equipped. I almost forgot about that. Actually, I did technically forget about it. Okay. Oh. Did I really mean to jump down that? I don't think so. So easy to accidentally jump down somewhere you don't want to. Okay, we need to actually give them our if we want to do that. Give to you. And I think safe to say, because of Pidgeotto, when Fresh Hinder evolves, we're gonna switch it out for our ever flying type instead. Pidgey though, he's staying in our party permanently, so we better find a stone that helps him evolve too, or make him, at least get him somewhat strong. Okay. Alright, now we have quite a few different options for Vega Evolution, which is great. That was close. Alright. Auto heal again. Whoa. Didn't even notice he's even higher level. We can just nope out of there. Keep in mind, blacking out in this game is very different. It happens only if we take a full death, but not in the same way. Like, if we straight up take too many hits ourselves, we'll black out and we'll lose any. Although if we use all of our Pokemon, we will be defenseless for a bit. I believe, just like in other games, I think a full loss on a trainer battle typically counts as a blackout too. Though, in all the cases that happened in the storyline, it let us immediately retry instead of giving us the full penalty. Those things are really hard to hit. Those Caravana, especially. Okay. There is technically ways to capture higher level Pokemon, but it typically requires you to first not get spotted by them. Then you have to get really lucky, usually, to catch them. Often the best way is to wait for them to turn their backs and try to hit them in the back of all instead. Of course, if we miss and get lucky, there's also the option of just running away. So, you know, there are definitely many other ways to capture these alpha. Often the best way to catch them is to just keep waiting in one spot and wait for them to turn your back before you could try and capture them normally. That's a thing you could do. A lot of it is just being patient, though. I usually like running away, too, after throwing one ball, because it gets tricky after a while. But yeah, as you can see, there is an RG factor, but also technically a lot factor to it. As long as the Pokemon is within your range, you can keep catching it as many times as possible. All of it is literally just waiting. You can still try catching it even without that too, but usually after one battle, they get angry. There's a lot more Staryu in this area, so assume Staryu was really rare in the other area. I might need to use some bait for these higher levels. But I'm still determined to catch at least one of these fools out of my way so I can actually go in and explore some of the zones. Kind of hard to do it when there's an alpha right nearby us. Okay, I got his friend instead, which is not as bad, not as XP value, but still great, I guess. Whoa. Somehow both Caravana followed me before we even got a chance to see the Sharpedo. Alright, whatever. Gotta keep running. Jeez, like... I know, went extra far this time. Alright, fine. Seems you want to battle anyway. I'll just attack you instead. Oh. Okay, we'll get a reset, I guess. Almost forgot about this battle zone. Battle zones are also a great way to get experience, though. You'd think with that big of a catch rate, you'd think we would have gotten this alpha by now. How could it see us from this far away? I'll just fall off and have it up this way then. It seems. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Finally got it. We should have caught it so much sooner. Oh, we get Seeds of Mastery from catching some of these later ones, too. What did those do again? I know they're from the original game, but there's something special about them that I don't quite remember. It took a while, but we got some Seeds of Mastery. A certain person can help you upgrade your Pokemon moves into plus moves if given one of these. Interesting. Of course, we can also get EXP candies from them, I think, too, for catching them. By the way, the idea was to start grinding some of my other Pokemon up so we can get them to evolve, because we need them to evolve desperately. Alright. Let's heal up. And we can then go to our battle zone next. What's gonna change now, though? There's so many strong trainers probably now in those zones. It's hard to know. The only option, I guess, is to keep buying stuff. Those are just for the weak Pokemon, by the way, so we can keep catching them. That's how we get experience in this game and work towards our research tasks. Well, with that done, we've only got wild zone area free to fully clear out. Oh, we still need to find another Pokemon that's here that we haven't even discovered yet, so we'll have to go for that. So we need to explore Wild Zone 9 a lot more. Get a Kadabra, maybe, for that Psychic Shot, too. Alright. If you're wondering why I'm saying that, oh, I could skip the setup and just go for the Rogue Mega Evolvable anyways, that's because I have Absol. I could just use Absol. His Slash is actually pretty great against it. So we might try Absol instead. The solo has a lot of defense, so will it really work? I feel like in order to get it to work, we need to level up our team a lot. That's why we did this. Okay, well, now it's time to save our game. The storyline changed a lot. I thought this game would take forever, but it turns out we were throwing off big time, and now we went straight to rank F. Suddenly there's not as much left that I thought. Let's green these, by the way. U-turn Zeno. I almost forgot about these. Oh, he had Swords Dance. That's important. We'll be having now on almost every major attack character that needs it. Because being able to buff your attack means you'll just really destroy the enemies with ease. So anytime we can use Swords Dance, that's helpful. Of course, we need to get our Mega Stone first. Can't really do much else. Alright. Well, I think I'm messed around with that enough. Well, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys later, where we, I guess, continue grinding up our Pokemon, because, max level is 60, and our Pokemon are only 30, so we definitely need to keep grinding. So, I think we'll continue trying to clear out the wild zones, and now apparently grind this battle zone out for a bit. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Rate, subscribe for some more commentary. More videos, rather. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!